Oh, so that Lonesome Road was pretty cool, wasn't it? I actually went back and explored the Courier's Mile a bit. It's another area, it's really irradiated, but there's lots of like ammunition and cool stuff laying around. Tons of death claws and marked men as well. But anyway, that's done with. Here we are. I thought I'd make contact with the Brotherhood of Steel, and who better to do that with than Veronica? We'll talk to her here.
Couldn't get enough of talking to me the first time, huh? Good. I'd hoped you'd come around. Shall we?
Yes.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
As long as you've had training, oh, it's great.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh? A bunch of shut-ins who scorn outsiders and hold technology over them. Gee, where have I heard that one before?
What's she want to do? No. Okay. Let's do till her. Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Splat. I should recruit Veronica to kill the spiders in my apartment. Help. Veronica, help. Oh, help. It's going to get me. Veronica, help. Oh.
I give up.
Oh, you do it. You can handle it, Veronica. I trust you. I guess I'm at the level cap, which is why I'm not getting any more XP. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. Worth it. Treasure hiding. They're on us, is there? Stabbing. Come on.
Hold on, I've got this.
He gets this.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
I know where you live, Ramos. Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
Welcome back, Cotter.
There you are. A few of us wanted to thank you for being such a good friend to the Brotherhood, so we've set aside some of our recycled energy cells. We'll leave a few of them in that footlocker in the corner every so often. The Paladins scoff at using recycled ammo, so no one should mind.
They scoff at it.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there. My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos.
Brahmin steak.
Looking sharp, Ramos.
Hey yourself, kiddo.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
That's what I do, baby.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Alrighty.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them. The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Well, it better be.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hard-on. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Very well.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
Nominate yourself?
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any two others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership. Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
Suppose we do that.
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
Oh.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Abreast.
Don't work too hard there, Ibsen.
Yes, yes.
There have been reports that the NCR is moving more and more troops into the area.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
Wrong, tech boy.
Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment.
What's that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
Virus, you say?
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Alrighty?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
The virus's files be partitioned, so read access is only provided by the kernel administrator.
What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move.
I'll give it a shot.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Hey.
There have been reports that...
Do pointless goals. What to do? Honestly, didn't know that. But just public contract. Let's go. What did that say, suckers?
That's it. We got it. The virus has been purged.
Oh, team.
You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
Mm-hmm. Information's in the data store.
Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest.
Nice, there's more info.
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Alright. Okay, candle. That's fascinating. Postaining shelter hanging VAPs and serves as a command structure in times of crisis. This isn't classified?
I heard.
Ramos.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful. That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
All they have to do to get kicked out.
So you've been talking to Hard-on, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hard-on. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
Helios.
I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Who's Elijah?
Who was Elijah, more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store, kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every Paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Here we go.
Hey, Ramos.
Hey yourself, kiddo.
Impressive power fluctuations coming from across the river.
Other dismissal incidents. Incident 1. Raymond Lauren dismissed from his post as elder for committing crime of murder. Dr. Lauren is known to have hostile feelings toward the victim, Senior Scribe Ritter. The guilty party insists that Ritter's death is a tragic case of friendly fire. But the tribunal felt they could not let him persist as elder with such suspicion hanging over him. Then 2. This day, Kenneth Jones shall no longer be titled elder, as it will plead on against the chain that binds, been forced to step down. Head Paladin Linquist succeeds him as elder. Student manager is charged of destroying an unknown device covering a recent expedition. The purpose of the deflection device remain unknown, but the manager thus far will discuss the matter with him.
What's going on over there?
Okay, so chain that binds. You don't deserve.
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
Chain that binds, what's that about?
That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades. Bye.
Data store, data store, data store, data store. I get a date with the data store. There you have it. Chain of binds the cornerstone of organization. The rock supports the great tree of the Brotherhood and its mirrored branches. Orders are to flow from high down through the ranks. An order from the superior must always be obeyed, that is, their wisdom may be carried on without hesitation. Orders are to observe the flow and not skip ranks. The superior may only give orders to his direct subordinates, not to those beneath them. This way, harmony of intent and cohesion of thought is maintained. That doesn't make any sense, but okay.
Scribe Taggart, it's your favorite student.
What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Well, I suppose reading the mission does.
Yes. I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men. It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know. I could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training. What about it?
This mess was due to us.
I could be wrong, but I think that's a dead end. McNamara's always followed orders, and we've been incommunicado since fleeing Helios. Second part? What are you talking about?
Superior nullity of orders to the men under his subordinate.
That is the standard procedure, yes. For example, McNamara gives orders to head scribe Taggart, who then relays further orders to the scribes. I wasn't aware that failing to do so was punishable, however. Interesting. If we can just find an instance where McNamara went around someone and gave orders to their subordinates, we'll have him.
Who have you been, Elder?
After lifting the lockdown, the first thing I'd do is send scouts out to recon the area. We need to know what's going on out there. Next, I'd resume patrols in the near vicinity, and begin sending search teams out to the spots the scouts reported were relatively safe. It's standard procedure when a chapter relocates to an area, but standard procedure wasn't our last Elder's style, either.
Ooh, look at that. Mole? There's no mole left of mole, it looks like. Can't use it. Come on, right, come on. Up to Repcon, shall we? Alice. Those guys. Paladin Hughes and Fairbanks, I need you two to head north to the nearby communications array and look for components mentioned in the briefing. Units there must have reasonable past and may prove helpful. What? Hear about that? He's a maintenance road, buddy. There's like company housing over here. What's this? Nice. That's quite a view, isn't it? Look at that. Look at it, Veronica. Or do you two? Not that. crash again, it means you're double gay.
Unauthorized facial pattern.
What's up, sir? 1,000 hours.
Please do not make your way to the second floor.
First try. How the user facial data is out of this. What's the first one? Oh, because that means the robots won't get mad at me anymore. I'm sure you can tell I'm your new vice president. Until recently, I was at Rogue over Courier Division, but now that your family and my family, one big family, I thought it'd be nice to send an older sibling over. Do as much as I can to interfere with your daily operations here, but principal concern is security. And you fucking know that. You don't do your thing. All the cup.
Hello. Please remember visiting hours are from 10 a.m. How may I serve you, mistress?
I work here. What are you talking about? Hello. Get the mother load. Medics. Rifle. I think I can use that, can I? Oh, it's all correct. If you would shut your mouth. You're recuperating. Dissipating. Maybe one of those. Well, those 4 on the end. Oh, actually. And there it is. Okay, the lock. U-35 matter modulator. And if I do? Oh. Oh, that and some psycho. them go around. I can't remember the last time.
Intruder alert!
What? You squealed on me with that. Nuclear family. Punch a robot to death? Almost that Sunset says we're all locked up here. Big book of science.
I've had worse.
Unauthorized facial pattern.
Yeah, exactly.
Override accepted.
Told you, didn't I? Where are you going? These are his evidence. I did that already, and it's still got the alarm on me. What's up with that? Vice President status terminal. From my personal information. Oh, you nefarious bastard. I bet it was.
Valid facial pattern detected.
Exactly. I work here, you know.
Of course.
Horse all horse. They're not in the bathroom stalls, believe it or not. Another Starball Cup, we're on a roll. Union. Satisfaction. Concentration. What is it? Those all end in ION, so we know it's not these. Immaculately. AT, so it's not it. Headquarters? Yes. Deal with the damn robots. Feeling better. There's a nasty bug going around. Hopefully the kids didn't catch it. Gotta be in the office. We're in the office. Executive Robco, they're very interested in this organization is showing there. They can actually opt to buy it. Went over to the draft. Gave me. Take a look. Let me know what you think. Following portions coming to Robco. And over this with Poseidon. These companies deal with defense contracts. What isn't worried about is something I'm not willing to support. Next package and tribute. Finally, a solid idea that you can put it. Telling you to shove it, that's what he's doing. Side engine fan specs were cancelled. Smelly plasma rifle. Your team held or managed to resolve the matter. Version Heisenberg compensation field. The launch, I think you should do everything you can need to complete the Q35. Colonel Marty, as a result of the project, I need to tell this favorable evaluation of the test. Although self-reported. The almighty dollar. There's $2,000? 2,000 caps? I guess I will take it then. Too late. He's dead. The ceiling fell on him? What? Anyway, let's see what that's about. Summary. Paladin Mattis and Lander, you have surveyed the ruins at coordinates, search for the components we need, and retrieve what you can. Setting your objective, count a list of additional items, save for future retrieve. They get exploded? Did they? Statement, Paladin Rosalian. You are to escort or to investigate a military base in the northeast for the components we need. We've reports the current documents are fiercely territorial, but it's highly unlikely they have any weapons that can seriously threaten someone. Full power armor. Threat level is considered minimal. I don't know. What do you think, Rosalind? Is it minimal? He begs to differ.
What is it, outsider?
Paladin Hard-on.
Anything?
Yes, I have much news for you, Paladin Hard-on.
Just as I thought. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me. The nerve of that man. This little stunt is probably what got them killed in the first place. Our normal patrol routes are known to be relatively safe. This is exactly what I've been looking for. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me, thereby breaking the chain that binds. With this, I can finally have him removed as Elder and end this ridiculous lockdown.
What happens now?
There are a number of people I'll need to talk to. The process won't be instantaneous, but with this evidence, my path is clear. It shouldn't take more than a few days, and then we can begin moving forward again.
Alrighty then. Any drama we get to see unfold? Juicy drama?
Welcome, my friend. A new day has dawned for this chapter, and moving forward we will no longer cower in the dark. And we have you to thank for it. You'll find that I can be generous to those who show loyalty. Here, take this key. If you ever find yourself in need of repair, head to our safe house to the northeast. Now, what can I do for you?
Alright then. Alright folks, I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll leave it off here, maybe investigate the bunker and Helios next time. How's that sound? Great? Yeah, give me a like and follow if you want. And I'm on Reddit, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. You know the drill. And have a great time. Bye bye for now.